Hello, everybody. And today I'm going to talk to you about something that's very important to people and me. So I'm going to give you a little back. I talked to an individual who, for 20 years, has been defending the Constitution via radio, internet, and whatever way she can. She has done it for 20 years. And what has it gotten us? It has gotten us Obama. There's got to be a better way. That's what I'm all about. It's time we, the people, we are the cause of everything that's going wrong. You all sitting out there on the internet, at home, on TV. Did you listen to the news about Ted Cruz? They say, oh, he probably won't be a candidate because he's not going to be able to raise enough money as a candidate for the Republican political party. Not that he's a candidate of the people for the people or anything, but they feel that he would not raise as much money as another candidate. It's all about money, 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 money. And the political party, political party, political party. The Democrats want Hillary to run, not because she's the best candidate, but because she can raise more money than anybody else. Again, money, money, money. If she wins, fine and dandy. But see, the money's used so they can get more money to fight the Republicans, who will raise more money from their candidate to fight the Democrats, so that they can decide who's going to control the House and dictate to us, the American people, how we shall live. That's what it's all about. It's not about our nation. It's not about our Constitution. It's not about you, the people. It's all about the rich and how they shall dictate to us how we shall live. That's what her 20 years has gotten her. 20 years on the radio, 20 years on the internet, 20 years explaining to you why this president, this Congress, that president, that Congress has been destroying the Constitution of the United States of America and the representation of the people. But she is not the problem. You, the people, are. Each and every one of you. Those of you who don't vote, don't you yet realize you voted for Obama? By not voting, you by proxy has voted for whoever wins because you gave it to them. You allowed them to win. Because if you would have voted against, they would have to have gotten more votes to win. But by you not voting, you automatically vote for the winner. You know, it's like Congress's pay raise. Congress's pay raise says it has to be voted down by 51%. Well, if 49 abstain, you vote for the pay raise, and 49 vote no, that's not 51%. That's 49%. Therefore, that abstain, each and every congressman that abstained voted for that pay raise. Therefore, the 51% could not be reached. And they got their pay raise. Well, all of you believe your votes don't count, so you don't vote. You don't realize how vote really does. They count not voting because you automatically vote for the winner, whoever that may be. Stand up proudly. You voted for Obama. Yes. Now, I'm not here to tell you the problems of the past. You all know them. I don't need to reiterate how Congress does. I don't need to reiterate how the American society comes in, what, fourth, fifth place to the rest of the world. I don't need to reiterate the problems of the world. I don't need to even to reiterate the problems that are going on in Congress. They can't even represent a single person. Not a single person. They can represent political parties, special interest groups. They can represent rich money, but they cannot represent the people. I don't need to tell you that. You all know that. What I need to tell you is there is a different way, but you have to fix it. And together, you and your Congress needs a president who will only listen to the people, where he should be listening in the first place. A leader is not the boss. And that's something our presidents seem to have totally forgotten. A leader is just that, a leader. He may not even be the highest person in the, could be in the middle somewhere. But the leader is not the boss. He's the leader. And as president, I will be the leader of the people. You, the people, shall dictate how our nation goes. You, the people, shall become the voice of the United States of America. And people, don't worry. I know why the American flag is red, white, and blue. White is purity. The red is for the blood lost during the Revolutionary War from our soldiers. And blue is the battlefields that we had fought on. Each star is white, representing a state. The American flag represents the struggle of the American society, the United States of America, through the years. The white stripes are the purity that we try to hold dear and keep to our heart. The red is to remind us of those who have given their lives for our nation. And the blue is the horrors of war that we must go through almost every generation, to remind us how hard it is. And on that blue field is each and every state shall be represented, to represent the people of this nation. That is what the American flag represents, at least to me. How solemn it must be, and held that way. Obama could put out a flag with the white flag with the peace symbol on it and say, "Oh, we love you." They would still hate. He could take out a flag of any color and write some religious scripture on it. It doesn't matter. Hatred is hatred. The truth is, the American flag is a solemn symbol of the struggles that the American society, we as a people, have been through for the past over 200 years. So people, when you stand up and you put your hand over your heart when the national anthem is played, and you look at that flag, know that flag is you. And the struggles that each and every one of you go through each and every day. And you need a president to lead this nation that understands that more than anything else. What you, the American people, through our society goes through. Doesn't matter what degree of tan you have. It doesn't matter the shape of your eyes. It doesn't matter the basic language that you speak. What does matter is that we as a people, and that flag represents us, the people. So, bottom line, do you want a president that's going to represent a political party? Do you want a president that's going to represent a special interest group? Do you want a president that cares more about what the rest of the world thinks than what you need? Do you want a president that will listen to organizations outside the world, the United States, and force them upon you? Or do you want a president that's going to listen to you and force Congress to serve you? That is the difference that I'm giving you. That is the choice you're having. But guess what, people? Look at this box I made. Unless you get out, and unless you help, and unless you do something, I'm going to end up exactly where I was in 2008. JD, James D. Crivo, James Dennis Crivo, J.D. Crivo, with all his votes tallied together as a write-in, will still only come in third. And who's going to? So he's unemployed for another couple of years. Who cares? But who's really going to? You out there. Because you're going to get stuck with somebody who strictly listens to the political machines, the rich politics groups, and those entities outside the United States of America tell you how you shall live. Choice is yours. Do you want to tell Congress how they shall serve you? Or do you want the government listen to things that have nothing to do with the country and dictate to you how you shall live? That's the choice I'm giving you, people. Remember my 3 promises. 1, to bring your voice to Washington, D.C. And boy, there's 1,000 ways to do it, and it's going to be done. I'll probably use all thousands of them. 2, to have Congress serve you, the people. Now, that's going to be a rough job. I'm going to need your support. But we are going to do it because we can, as a nation, as a people, and in D.C. Not someone who stands there and says, I'm the president, so therefore I say this is how it shall be done. No. Someone says, I'm a representative of America, and they dictate how I shall lead. And the Constitution shall be followed by all, in accordance with the Constitution of the United States, as written. Yeah. People, I just sum up form on the Constitutionist Party. Type that all in. After those 3, the rest we together. And it can be. But those 3 are the parts that I make to you. And they shall. Either. That's straightforward, isn't it? So people, with what goes on in the government, are you happy with what you hear from the political machine? It doesn't matter. Are you satisfied with the way the federal government is, but everything else? Then I say, go on, do what you want to do. Be that 27% that Mitt Romney couldn't understand. The 27% that needs someone to tell them, this is who you're going to vote for because your father voted for this party, your father before that, and your father before that. Or for their union to come in and say, hey, you're going to vote for this because we decided this is best for our union. And unions, oh my God, they don't understand how important they are, yet how corrupt they have become. If there's a person in a union that works in a union and makes $1 million, that person is being overpaid. Unions is the shot, the needle, the antidote for a virus that runs amok in capitalism, if not corrected. That's why unions must be. Unions are important. They are a vital part of capitalism when exercised as they should be. It's like getting a flu shot. If you get a flu shot for the proper flu, it either makes the flu less or prevents you from getting it. Well, a union properly exercised and using its power or its authority is the greatest control we have on runaway capitalism. Or another word for runaway capitalism is greed at the upper end. The rich get richer, the worker gets poorer. No, unions is the shot, the needle, the anti-venom, anti-poison, anti-treatment for greed. And they are as necessary to capitalism as a free and open economic enterprise. So people, I know I don't like getting a needle for a flu shot either, but it's better than getting the flu. Same thing with unions. I'm not a great fan of the unions, but they're better than runaway greed or runaway capitalism. Oh, and that's runaway greed within capitalism. It is the counterbalance. So I kind of touched on a lot here, people. But you got to understand, I touched on a lot because of you, the people. I have a video on foreign affairs. I could sum that up in a very short sentence. Each nation has a right to exist. The very existence of that nation depends only on the people within that nation, and they shall decide how they shall be governed, ruled, or dictated to. And no other nation should or shall interfere, including the United States. If that policy would have been followed, ISIS would not exist today. But our government wants to get in and try to make all the world a democracy republic. It's not our responsibility to go into other nations. It is the people within that nation to choose how they shall be governed. Not us, the United States. See, there's a simple example of Congress serving or trying to rule the world, yet they cannot serve the American people. They cannot represent a single American citizen other than the rich. And so, what are you going to do to get me out of this box? What are you going to do to make JD the visible candidate throughout our nation? How are you going to help you? How can we turn what this woman has done for 20 years into something real to put me and whoever my vice president is into the White House to serve you, the people, to ensure the Constitution of the United States is and shall be enforced as it is, protect the rights, privileges, and promises that is given to you by our Constitution, and to see no government entity outside shall interfere with our Congress serving you, the people. Now, I have heard people say I have good points. You're not going to agree. If you did agree with me on everything, you'd be me. And that's why I say, if you agree with what I'm saying, help me. On the things we disagree, let's talk. Because only together can I know what you want, what you need, how you feel. That's what I wish to the White House. You, the people, and the power to make Congress listen to you, the people, so that you, the people, are served by the federal government, not you are the servants of the federal government. With that, I want to say thank you for your time. And this is an awfully long video, is it not? So this is JD, president candidate for 2016, but only if you make it happen, not me. Just like me becoming president, only if you make it happen. And fixing our nation, only if you make it happen. And I want you people all who never vote, remember this more than anything else. By you not voting, you automatically vote for the person who won. And each and every one of you who did not vote gave us Obama as president. Thank you.